And good morning. As Jonathan kindly introduced me, I'm Ros Gatehouse. I work for Sefton Council. I'm Sefton's Risk Mitigation Manager. So this morning I'd like to talk to you about the current situation in Sefton as a local authority, our relationship with business continuity management, and also about Sefton's Business Continuity Forum, which I'll talk a little more about that towards the end of my presentation. At the back we do have a stand. We have some leaflets on there which Jonathan very kindly produced for us, so thank you very much for those. They also talk about the forum event that we have in March, and there's some storm information on there as well. So the current situation in Sefton is that as an organisation we're going through massive transformation, and this is been in response to a reduced budget. So we have much less money to play with from central government. And this will no doubt result in a reduced workforce. And that in itself creates excessive and additional business continuity risk. But the transformation process itself isn't just about budgetary savings, and it has provided us the opportunity to really go through our business and really understand what our service is about and what the needs of our customers are, so those individuals within communities and those communities more broadly speaking. So we've gone through the business with a fine-tooth comb, and this has enabled us to be much more attuned to the needs and risks within our communities so that we can respond and prevent them from becoming harms. So we've really learnt from this exercise, and given that we are more of a commissioning authority now as well, we've been able to apply this learning in relation to the services that we commission from outside resources. So we are much more of an intelligent commissioning service, we are much more dynamic in our response to risk and need, and we're much better placed to serve our communities. But this is still increased, despite those opportunities, business continuity risk. So in terms of our internal corporate risk, where we must plan and make sure that we have really robust but simple plans in place, we have to make sure that the services that we commission, that they equally have robust plans themselves. So there is a balance there for us, because essentially, no matter whether we deliver these services from an internal resource or whether we commission them out or we tender that process out, the liability and the responsibility and accountability rests with ourselves. So we need to balance this business continuity risk with external threat. As Jonathan mentioned, we've had severe weather. I'm touching wood in saying that we haven't had that this year, and I'm hoping that I haven't jinxed everybody there, but certainly over the last couple of years, we've had significant disruption from severe weather. We've had recent strike action, that may well happen again. We've had civil unrest in August of last year. We've got public health coming now into the local authority context of business. So all these things increase our risk. So business continuity for us is really high on the agenda, and I hope that sort of illustrates its importance to us and how perhaps we're a much more modern organisation now. We need to be much more flexible in our approach, and we need to have our eyes wide open to the risks that we carry, which perhaps moves away from local authorities and how they were perceived in the past. So we need to understand what's important, and the transformation process has certainly enabled us to recognise and identify with what's important for our service and for our customers. And we've been able to categorise some of those elements within our business within a critical regulatory or statutory function. And it's around these areas that we really focus in terms of business continuity, and not absolutely everything that we do, but those critical areas that are the most important. And we don't have in Sefton, as a local authority, one plan fits all. So there you go, there's one plan, you can apply that to all your areas of business and we're done. We make sure that it's the separate business units, the separate departments who understand their area of business, that they have that business continuity responsibility. But we do provide central guidance and support and advice for those areas of business. So business continuity for us now, rather than being siloed and as having a business continuity team, as an agenda, it's run east-west through the business. So now everybody has to be made aware, the awareness is raised strongly through the business, and everybody has to take their own responsibility. But in the leadership and the coordination that we provide, we make sure that there is a golden thread, if you like, of continuity to that business planning process. In terms of benefits for our business, it enables us to be able to continue what we deem as critical functions and those that are regulatory and statutory, because not delivering those services is the least tolerable risk for us. We are also able to protect the local authority from legal, financial or reputational harm, and all of those three things are critically important to us. So it's equally as important for your businesses that you have that robust planning in place, not only to protect your liability and your reputation and to continue to deliver your services, but as Jonathan mentioned before, within the tendering process, you will now be required to demonstrate that you have good business continuity plans in place. And that might be in addition to negotiating good insurance deals or in securing business loans. So it's becoming much more important for you. And I hope that you can draw those comparisons from what I've said in relation to how important it is for us as Sefton as a local authority. As Sefton has further duties in terms of our response to and our support that we give to local businesses, and under the Civil Contingencies Act we have a duty to promote business continuity to small and medium enterprises. So it's important for everybody that our local businesses survive and that Sefton's business culture remains diverse and healthy. And it's not just for the good of the people who invest in Sefton, but it's also for our communities. So Sefton has worked with local business colleagues in order to develop what would be suitable and what would be appropriate for Sefton as a borough to have a business continuity forum. And we looked at other forums or fora, such as Liverpool, our close neighbour, but their business architecture is very, very different from Sefton's. And whilst they have an excellent business continuity forum, it wasn't a sort of template that we could just apply to Sefton as a borough. So Sefton Council have worked within a steering group to really develop what would be important for Sefton's businesses. And part of that has provided the opportunity to really consult with businesses to find out where they're at, what they need, how they're going to move forward, what their current position is, where they need to be in terms of business continuity planning. And collectively, we've developed an aim, and that is to promote joint working and share knowledge between private and public sector organisations and the voluntary and faith sector in order to further develop and improve business resilience. So it's by joining the forum, which is free, which is always a plus. It enables you to get the professional advice and support to increase your business resilience, ensure your capability to safeguard your business during a disruption so that your business itself isn't collapsed by the fact that there's been a disruption, which might be the result of many different causes. You need to be confident and satisfied that your simple business continuity plan that is up to date and that has been reviewed will enable your business to get back on its feet within a matter of weeks, as opposed to be obliterated by the current situation that surrounds you. It's at the forum that you will be able to increase your commercial viability by being able to demonstrate that you have a very clear understanding of what business continuity is and how you've implemented that within your own business, and that will enable you to confidently protect your reputation. So the event itself is, launch event is on the 22nd of March, which is Thursday. It's going to be at Aintree Racecourse during that morning. We're really looking forward to this, and an awful lot of work from the steering group has gone into organising what this launch event is going to look like. We've got an excellent lineup of speakers, and we'd love to see as many of you as possible here today attend our event. It's at this event that you will be able to learn how you can gain access to experts and how you can gain access to the information that you will need to be able to develop your own business specific plan. So it's tailored to suit your business, your area of service. It doesn't need to be, as Jonathan mentioned, a massive document that is done and then ignored while it gathers dust on a shelf. It's something that is workable, it's dynamic, it's flexible, it's reviewable, and that it reflects the changes in your business or the business environment in which you operate. And it enables you at the forum to engage in some excellent networking opportunities, which should never be undervalued. At the networking opportunities, you might be able to identify another business that you perhaps hadn't considered before, whereby together you can offset some of the business risks that you may have and together make yourselves more resilient. So in the same way that Sefton as local authority works with the departments and encourages them to buddy up, the forum itself will allow you the networking opportunities to identify a suitable partner for yourselves. A good start to your business continuity is the fact that you're here today. And the next step would be to join our forum and be able to reap the benefits that that forum will provide to you. So I'm going to hand over to my colleague, John Hodgkinson, who I work with within Sefton Council. He's going to talk to you about our LinkedIn website, about the LinkedIn website and how you can find out information about the forum there, and also how you can secure a place. The stand at the back will have some of the members of the forum there who are seated at the back, and I can just see them peering through. They'll be able to give you some advice and support and some information about how you can attend our forum. So that's me done. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning.